Have you ever wondered why some people seem to quietly build wealth while everyone else is always chasing the next big thing? Well, it's not luck, it's one simple thing, and that's investing. Yeah, I know it sounds really boring, but that's kind of the secret. It's the stuff you don't really hear anyone talking about because it's not really flashy and it's not really even that fun, but it works. And the crazy part is most people ignore it until it's too late. But if you really knew it was possible, you wouldn't be putting it off any longer. Investing is hands down the best way to make money because instead of working for money, your money works for you. How? It's called compound interest. Compound interest in the simplest form is like a snowball rolling down a hill. Your money grows and that growth leads to even bigger gains over time. But here's what's crazy. According to the Wall Street Journal, over 42% of Americans still don't invest in stocks. If you're in that group, don't worry because so was I. But the most important thing is just getting started. Now I get it. Investing feels overwhelming. There's so many investing apps out there, and I know it can be confusing to figure out and pick which one to use. You've probably heard of Robinhood, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, SoFi, and so many other ones. It's like trying to pick a show on Netflix when you're already starving. So to make things simple, I tested a bunch of them and I found the best beginner-friendly investing app that's easy to use, even if you have no clue what you're doing. And that's Webull. It's clean, it's simple to use, and it doesn't make you feel completely lost when you're buying stocks. So here's a few reasons why I would choose Webull if you're just starting out. First off, let's talk about one of the best things about Webull, which is commission-free trading. Now you're probably wondering, Alex, what does that actually mean? Well, on some investing platforms, whether you buy or sell a stock, you get hit with some extra fees, which isn't that much. It's like a few bucks here and a few bucks there. Well, I know that might not seem like a big deal at first, but over time, it starts to add up and it really starts to eat into your profits before you even realize it. But with Webull, there's no commission fees. That means if you invest $100 into a stock, all $100 goes into that investment. Not $95, not $97, but the full amount. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to pay those extra fees just to invest my own money. It's almost like ordering food on an app and then getting hit with a bunch of random service fees. And then it makes you wonder, would it have been cheaper if you just picked up the food yourself? Let's be honest, nobody likes that. Webull is great because it lets you trade all sorts of different things like stocks, ETFs, options, and even crypto, all with zero commission fees. So whether you're making gains or taking losses in your portfolio, at least you're not losing extra money on unnecessary fees. Reason number 2 is going to be paper trading. One of the biggest fears that people have when starting to invest is losing money. Nobody wants to throw their hard-earned cash into something they don't even understand yet. That's where Webull's paper trading mode comes in. If you're scared of losing money, Webull's got a paper trading mode which allows you to practice with fake money. This is a great way because there's no real stress or risk. It's an easy way to get comfortable with how the stock market works before putting any of your actual money in it. It's kind of like Monopoly, but instead of your younger sibling crashing out and flipping the board over when they lose, you actually get to learn with no risk. So if you ever wanted to invest but felt too nervous to start, this is the perfect way to get your feet wet without any real risk. Play around, make mistakes, so that when you do invest your real money, you know exactly what you're doing. Reason 3 is no minimum deposit. One of the biggest reasons most people don't start investing is because they think they need a bunch of money to start. A lot of other investing apps out there require you to put in at least $100 before you can even open an account. And let's be honest, not everyone has an extra $100 just laying around to throw into the stock market. But Webull has a $0 minimum deposit. So basically you can start investing with just a few bucks, like the 20 bucks your friend still owes you from lunch, or even the 20 bucks sitting in your Venmo account that you forgot about. Not having to make big deposits makes getting started way less intimidating. My advice, just start, even if it's just a few bucks. I'm telling you, those small investments can stack up over time. All right, this next part is kind of crazy. Webull literally gives you free money. Let me explain. Webull gives you free money just for signing up and making a deposit. So without having to invest or putting any of your actual money into the stock markets, they're already handing you free stocks. When I signed up, I got about $10 worth of stock, but some people even get more depending on how much they deposit. Now, this isn't going to make you rich overnight, but let's be honest, who doesn't like free stuff? I mean, I was at the bank yesterday and I got a pen, not because I needed it, but because it was free. So if you're already thinking about investing, why not grab some extra stocks? There's also no catch or strings attached. You can hold hold on to the stock and see if it grows, or you can sell it and put that money towards something else. At the end of the day, free money's free money, and Webull makes it even easier to get started by literally paying you to do it. If you want to check Webull out, I'll drop the link in the description. It takes like 2 minutes to sign up and actually open your account. It's fairly simple. Pretty much how it works is you go ahead and click the link in our description, and then you'll get taken to this page. You just go ahead and click here to start, and then you enter in your phone number and it'll send you a verification code, and then you just continue to fill out your information accordingly. Once you go ahead and do that, you're gonna go ahead and earn 20 free fractional shares just for depositing a little bit of money. You don't even have to invest it, okay? So it's a $500 plus initial deposit amount, which is kind of a lot, I'm not gonna lie. If you don't have it, then it's totally cool. You don't have to make the deposit, but you get 20 free fractional shares if you do so. So I think it's a great deal. I know most of you guys are just starting out and you may not have $500 to get started, but either way, go ahead and use the link in the description. It'll take you to the sign up page where you can go ahead and fill out your information like I mentioned before. It's super easy, so definitely check this out before they end this promo. I like Webull because above all else, it's simple and easy to understand. Webull's like having a real smart friend that knows everything about investing, but explains it in a way that actually makes sense. The app gives you a bunch of cool tools like fancy charts, stock data, and even detailed numbers. But you don't have to use any of that when you're just getting started. Some other investing apps start off by throwing a ton of confusing information at you when you're just trying to get started. If you're new, you can just buy a stock, let it sit, and forget about it. But if you want to learn more and get better at investing, all those advanced tools are there for you if you need them. Basically, Webull lets you start off easy and learn as you go without having to be overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious. It's a simple platform that takes the pressure off of you and lets you invest at your own pace. Now, let's talk about the downsides. All right, I'm not like all the other finance channels out there that only show you the good without showing you the bad. I always want to keep it real with you guys. Webull isn't perfect, but no investing app is. One of the downsides is that Webull used to not offer fractional shares, but now it does, right? So let me explain what fractional shares are to those of you who don't know what it is. Fractional shares essentially let you buy a piece of a stock without having to own the whole thing. So if a stock costs $200, but you only have $10, you can still invest into a small portion of it. A platform that doesn't offer fractional shares means that if a stock costs $200, you need the full $200 in order to buy it. You can't just throw $5 or $10 into a stock. You need to be able to purchase a full share. For beginners who have a small budget, that can be kind of frustrating. The downside is that Webull only offers this for a select few stocks that are eligible for fractional shares. But here's the thing, if you actually want to learn how investing works, Webull gives you everything you need to start simple and learn over time. Investing is not just about buying stocks, it's about understanding the market. This allows you to make smarter moves and level up your knowledge. So if you're willing to put in a little extra time to learn, Webull is a solid pick for an investing platform. At the end of the day, investing doesn't have to be complicated or scary. I personally put it off for the longest time because I thought I needed a ton of money to start, or I needed to know all of the complex stock market stuff before I got started. But that's not true. The best way to learn is by actually doing it. And I like Webull because it makes it easier than most of the other apps out there. No big deposits if you don't want to, no trading fees, and a free practice mode. All of this stuff combined makes it easy for a beginner to learn the basics. So if you've been thinking about getting into investing but didn't know where to begin, this is your sign. Download the app, use the link in the description below, and play around with the paper trading mode. Get a feel for how everything works without any of the pressure or any big commitments. It's just a chance to start your investing journey and build wealth over time. If this video helped, drop a like and subscribe for more investing content. Also, let me know in the comments what investing apps have you used in the past, and if you're thinking about making the switch over to Webull. That's it from me, Alex, aka your money friend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.